How's it going, boys and girls? My name is Cowwy and welcome back to the Carrot Club. In today's video, we're going to dissect a Roblox data type called Vector3. This sounds exciting and scary at the same time, but I promise you to make this as painless as possible. I promise, don't worry. So before we can talk about Vector3, you have to understand a little bit more about Studio. Obviously, I have this tiny cube right here, which is a part. Then we got this giant gray looking grid, is called the base plate. What you might not know is that this whole thing you see inside of this viewport, we call it space. You'll hear this a lot when you're making games, so when people say a point in space, you'll know that they're talking about a specific spot inside of this viewport. Now, you might not know where it is, just know that they're talking about someplace inside here. It doesn't matter if it's up in the air or on the base plate or under the base plate. It is somewhere in here. So if I zoom in close to the base plate here, you can see the grid, and every single box you see is a point in space. It doesn't matter which direction you're looking at, up, down, left, right, they're all considered a point in space. So if I take this part right here, each corner of the cube is a point in space. Where this part is sitting right now, which we call position, is in fact a point in space. So if I were to move this part, you can see the point in space is also changing. So I hope that you guys understood and get the ideas how the computer understood where everything is. And the way we tell the computer where this part is, we use the XYZ number, or the nerdy terminology would be coordinates. And that will tell the computer where precisely this part is. So for example, this part here is sitting at 0, 0, 0, which is the center. The red cube right here would be 16.5, 0.5, and minus 0.5. And then we got the green cube here, which is 16.5, 0.5, 12.5. You get the point, right? So these three numbers together is called a Vector3. This is used to tell the computer where the part is. It also tells the computer how a part is positioned, such as orientation. So if I were to rotate it, you can see the orientation is changing as well. It also tells the computer about the size of the part. If I were to change the size of the part, you can see the numbers changing. Like, I hope I didn't lose anybody here up to this point. Like, I'm using a lot of very difficult terminologies here. I'm trying to describe this the easiest way possible. If you didn't understand it, just drop me a comment, roast me or something. You know, join the Carrot Club or something. I'll explain it more if you need me to. The reason why you need to understand Vector3 is because when you are building a game, you will move things around a lot using the script. It took me a while to understand what Vector3 is. Since I know it now, I can explain it back to you in like 2 minutes. I basically just saved you several months of studying time. So how do you use Vector3? Vector3 is a type of data, unlike numbers and strings where it looks like this, where you just type it in and it's all good. Since Vector3 is a 3-number data, you have to create the Vector3 as an object, like local position equals Vector3.new 000, and then you can use it. So for example, I'm going to reposition this red cube here. Right now, it is sitting on the same level as the green cube. We're going to move it down by 4 studs. This is what we're going to write. Local red equals game.workspace.red, red as in the name of the part. Local new red position equals Vector3.new 12.5, 0.5, and minus 0.5. This is going to be the new position that I'm going to set it to. Once I have that, red.position equals new red position. So what is this set of code doing? First, we get the red part from the workspace. Then I create a new point in space using Vector3. And then with that new point, we then put it inside of the red part. So if you run the game now, you can see that the red cube is no longer aligned with the green cube because I have just given it a new position. And if I want to align the green with the red, I can relocate it the same way as I did before. But I don't want to do that. I want to do this mathematically, like 16.5 minus 4. And this is how we can do it. Local green equals game.workspace.green. Local new green position equals green.position minus Vector3.new 400. Green.position equals new green position. So as you can see, we have something new with the green.position minus Vector3 here. What this is saying is Green dot position is the current position of the part. To move the green part down by 4 studs, I can subtract the position by another position. In this case, we have vector3.new 400. What I'm saying here is 16.5 minus 4, because the number 0 minus 0, it doesn't do anything. The computer will know how to deal with this, and you don't have to do anything more beyond this. Just know that whatever numbers you put inside here, you will subtract it from the green part, and then you will get the new position. Once I have the new position calculated, I put it inside of the green part's position. So I hope that you guys all understood what I'm saying here. This is all we're going to talk about today with Vector3. You can use this for many different things. But for now, just know that Vector3 is used to tell the computer what a point in space is. If you're still confused about it, I suggest that you join the Carrot Club Discord server where we can chat about anything basically. The link is in the description below. Once you're in, you can chat and make friends all over the world. So thank you boys and girls for watching, and I'll see you in the next video in game or at the Carrot Club. Take care everybody.